Wonderstruck, how we doing tonight? I'm Don with RADD, Ohio. We're at the tent right over here, and this is, I'd like you to meet the RADD Ohio Unicorn. Give it up for the Unicorn. The Unicorn wanted me to tell you to always make a plan to get home safely before you go out, right? Stop by our booth, and if you want to take a picture with this lovely unicorn, stop by our booth right after we're done here and take a picture. But also stop by our RADD Ohio booth and just look at some of our information and register to win VIP ticket upgrades tomorrow if you're going to be here, all right?
I'm Todd Richards from 88.3 FM The City. We've been helping out RADD here over the RADD tent here at the RADD stage. What a great time. Are you having fun? I have to ask. I mean, come on. This is so awesome to be together and seeing all these great bands and all this great music.
I'm Chan. I'm with RADD Ohio. We're at Wonderstruck, Cleveland. I'm sitting here with Trella. Can you just introduce yourself a little bit and just kind of talk about the new music that you just put out and also a little bit about Wonderstruck and how you're feeling?
Hey guys, my name's Trella. So I just released two singles that are one at the beginning of last month and then one at the end of last month. And they're leading into an EP that releases July 29th. That's called Highlight Reel. It's kind of a 7-song EP that shows kind of like the highlights of a love story. And kind of like coming of age in your 20s. So I'm really excited about it. And then I'm playing a couple festivals this summer and have like an EP release in August. So that's kind of what's coming up. But I feel great about Wonderstruck. I literally just got off stage, so I'm still a little buzzing and kind of scatterbrained. But yeah, it was great. It was so fun. And it was just kind of like a magic feeling out there. Everyone seemed really in good spirits. So, yeah.
So you talked a little bit about the coming of age. I think that's kind of cool. I think also about coming of age, it's talking about the process and getting there, right? Can you talk a little bit about your creative process?
Yeah, so I started as a songwriter. I've been writing songs since I was a kid, and started just kind of writing songs with really no end goal. I never really thought I was going to be a musician full time. That wasn't necessarily in the plans, but so it started out as just like a hobby and something that I really loved, and now it's become more of a job. But I feel like my artist project is like where I just get to have so much fun and color outside the lines, kind of think outside the box. And so I also write for like movies and TV shows and other artists, but my artist project is just like a playground. That's how I see it. And the process looks different every time. You know, sometimes it's like writing a song on my bedroom floor. Sometimes it's going into a studio with a couple writers and it's a little more professional, but it's always different every time. That's what I love about creativity. You're never doing the same thing every day. So, yeah.
So you really do sound like a jack of all trades in your profession, which is so cool. Question. So we talked about the buzzing. You just got off stage. Can you talk about what your favorite thing is about a festival? Just so people could really want to relate and how you feel.
See, my favorite thing about festival, number one, is that it's outside because I love being outdoors. I love putting my feet in the dirt. I just love playing music with like the wind coming at my face. I think that's just like a very beautiful experience. And that would probably be my number one favorite thing. I also love that it like attracts all types of people who are into all types of music. Like I love that there was like a rock and roll kind of like screamo vibe right before me, and then I'm a pop artist, and it's like so fun just like seeing all of these different types of bands in one setting, the diversity and how, you know, all these people can be enjoying so many different sides of the music industry. It's just a beautiful thing.
So big news, you're playing at Lollapalooza, which is huge. You must be so excited. Can you just talk about kind of your prerequisites in getting ready for a performance this big?
So I think that with my band, I think number one is just like bonding, honestly, emotionally, just like as friends. I think that's really big, just being on the same page and being just in the right place together as a team. And then number two, just practice, making sure we're all on the same page, and just keeping myself and my mental health good. Yeah. yeah, just having balance in my life. Yeah, a lot of water, eating healthy, getting sleep, just like that. Pretty practical.
Trella, it's awesome meeting you. So just real quick to wrap up, where can people find you, listen to your music, and just really get to know you?
Yeah, so people can find me I'm most active on Instagram, I would say, and my handle is at TrellaTunes, so it's TrellaTunes, and it's also the same on Twitter, and I have Facebook as well, so, and TikTok, same, yeah.
I'm here with Jack Harris. Do you want to introduce yourself and a little bit of the music that you just played?
Hey everyone, my name's Jack Harris. I'm an artist from here in Cleveland, and I just got off stage, and it was a wonderful set here at Wonderstruck. It was a great time.
So we spoke a little bit before this started rolling about the rawness and how I felt with listening to some of your softer music. So as far as vulnerability goes, how does that play a role when creating music? Also, too, as far as songwriting goes, too, how do you pull your lyrics from?
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that and noticing that, because I try to incorporate into all of my music authenticity in how I'm feeling, because it's really important to express yourself and to let people know how you're feeling, because I've spent a lot of my life struggling with anxiety and not telling people about it. And once I discovered songwriting, it really became an outlet for me to put all of these feelings into words and the added music on top of it. And yeah, I think just being as authentic as possible while writing them and true to who I am is the most important part.
I appreciate you expressing that rawness, because that's also really relatable for probably a lot of your fans, and even probably people that haven't heard you yet that are looking for that relatability. Awesome. So last year we talked to you and Anto after you started collaborating together, and you also released another single, it sounds like.
Yeah, collaboration is really important, and in the past year I've met a lot of different people who I've done co-writing with, and it just adds another level to songwriting that from the outside you would have no idea, but when you're by yourself, it's often that you run into little roadblocks, you got writer's block or something, but when you're working with someone else, it seamlessly allows you to move through the songwriting process, and so yeah, collaborating with people takes songs to a whole nother level, and it's awesome.
All right, so small question, but do you have anybody that you would dream to collaborate with, alive or dead?
Okay, well, one that I need to say, because he has been a huge influence and I've listened to him my whole life, is Bruce Springsteen, because he's the boss. I've listened to every single one of his songs and I'm in love with his songwriting. And so to just have his ears on something that I've made would be an honor. In terms of other artists, I think someone who would be a dream collaborator would be John Bellion. I've seen his process in the studio in some of his videos, and he just looks like an awesome guy to make music with, so that would definitely be a dream come true.
I really, really think that's awesome. You just got so animated talking about that question, so who knows, it's going to be in the future for you. As far as your career goes, what are you looking forward to next? Anything else in the works?
I'm really looking forward to the coming year, because this past year has been massive for my creativity and for recording music. And these past couple weeks, I've been finishing projects, and we're starting to line up those releases. And so that's what I'm really excited for. I want everyone to just keep their eyes out, because the music's coming really soon and things are just going to go up from there. So I'm really excited about that.
Perfect. So you talked about this new music. We're going to keep our eyes out, but could you tell people where to find you, kind of a little bit of like social media, just so people can really keep on the lookout?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at JackHarris_music. Or find me Spotify, Apple Music, just Jack Harris. And I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Last thing, again, I'm with RADD Ohio, and all we're about is making sure that you have a plan before you leave your house. So Jack, what are some things that you do when you're going for a night, concert, things like that? What's your checklist?
Yeah, that's really important. When you're going out with your friends, especially if you're going to have some drinks, we always make sure that there is a sober driver who's going to get us home at the end of the night. And if there isn't, then we know that we have apps on standby. We can call an Uber, we can call a Lyft, and those are the main things. We just have to make sure those are available to us.